Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some prepper medical devices you should probably have, and in particular this one right here. This is the ZyeZoo infrared non-contact digital thermometer. So if you guys are like me, when somebody in the house is sick or when you're not feeling well, you grab a thermometer to see if you're running a fever. At least most of us do. Some of us don't bother with it, but especially now, with COVID-19 being an issue in our society, it's definitely a good idea to do. Now, previously, in some of my preps, I still have a few more of these digital ones, I had things like this. This is a Equate one. It's rather difficult to read. It is non-mercury filled, or mercury free. I always say it should be mercury less, because they're giving you less. Anyway, it is kind of hard to read, but it does work. It's not as accurate as, say, the digital thermometer I'm about to show you here. But it does work, but it takes some time. As well as this guy right here. Now, I have about 4 or 5 of these. I have 2 in my first aid medical, toolbox. You know, it's like hospital in a box, I call it. And I have 2 separate in my grab-and-go kits, you know, any kind of medical kind of gear. And they haven't been opened, but I think I'm going to be replacing these kind of ones with something like that, because this is so much faster and so much easier. You can take, it's as simple as pointing this at your forehead, you hit it, and in 1 second you have your temperature. Really simple to do, nice, easy handheld design. You just hit that top button there, turn it on, you hit it again. Now, you'll notice there's different things up here, so we're not going to take any temperatures. I'll explain those icons up top there in a second. And you've got a temperature. Really simple to do. It's very accurate. I found that to be very, very true. I tested it against this guy here, and this is probably my most accurate digital thermometer. And it was right on the money every single time, exact matching. So, very accurate, kind of handy to have, and very, very quick. Now, this has 40 sets of data memory, so you can store your temperature in it, and you'll see it'll say on the bottom there, when I take my temperature later in the video, that it will store on the bottom there and say what your temperature was last time. And you can scroll through those data sets and it will keep an eye on it for you. If your temperature is too low or high, it will turn a different color and issue a warning. It turns a reddish orange kind of color and issues a warning telling you that it's a little too high for you. So definitely a neat thing to have like that, so that you can know what's going on. Of course, we all pretty much know when our temperature is high or low. This does have an ear probe in there as well. So if you want to take it, you don't have to stick it in the ear, just kind of close to the entrance of the ear, and it will work. Or you can go back with your regular piece right there. It's kind of a magnetic grip on there. It's pretty much suitable for a wide range of people. You can do children. It has a children's setting on it. You can do objects, and you can also do, adults. So turn it on here, and I'll show you. Up top there is the adult setting. It happens to be like a woman with her hair kind of over one eye. Push it again, you get the child setting. You push it again, you get the object setting. So I can take this desk temperature, let's say. And this is 86.3 on this desk here. Now we're going to test that against my other thermometer, and that is this Ryobi. Now this is really only good for doing surfaces. Also, it's got a laser, so you run the possibility of getting it in somebody's eye. So, let's try that again. We got 86.3, 86.9, let's try it again, 86.1, and this keeps showing 86.9. So, it is definitely a little more accurate, because that's what the temperature on my other thermometer says in here. That makes sense. It is a lot more accurate. Now, if you want to get that back into people mode again, you see this is the house there for things. You just push this top button, that gray button, and it will scroll you through the modes, and it will save that memory. That was my temperature, I believe, this morning, 97.8. Let's try it again. You're just going to put this in front of your forehead about this far away. You're going to push that button once and let go, and you'll hear it beep on camera. Not on camera, but 97.7. Don't know why I'm low, but not much. I always tend to run a little low, and then again I kind of did it quickly, and I have my glasses on too. But, so I may not have gotten it in the right place. But you can see it will store that temperature. Let's take it again. 97.8. So that's about right for me. And I do always run about degree low. I don't know why. But that's pretty darn accurate, because that's been my temperature for years, in the 97 range. So I do like it. I do like the way it works. It does have a nice thermal housing here, which you can either use for ear, like I showed you, or cover it back up and use it like a regular kind of device. It does come with a little carry bag. They run about $28.69, so figure $29. And the thermometer also will turn itself off if it hasn't been used in 10 seconds. So there's no on and off switch. You don't have to worry about that. If you take your child's temperature and see that it's too high, you put it down and you run to the ER because it's kind of dangerously high. You don't have to think, oh, did I turn that off? Least of your worries, you know what I mean? It just takes care of it for you so you don't have to worry about it. Now, they say that the ear temperature measurement is suitable for people over 3 months. And the batteries are also not included. The back slides off here. And you do have to put into, I have really cheapo AA batteries in there. AAA batteries, I'm sorry. Takes 2 AAA batteries. And it's a little inexpensive, good working unit. Now, I had mentioned previously in a video that, we don't really think about medical devices. I'm sure most of us preppers, if we have a first aid kit, have some kind of thermometer. Be it that or one of these old-fashioned ones, or maybe even an old mercury one. But things like, pulse oximeters, which I showed you in another video, where you'll put your finger in there and find out your oxygenated your blood is. Little things like this are really, really handy and good to pick up. So you really can't go wrong with something as simple as this. Toss it in your medical kit, it's ready to go. Now, you do come with a bag. It does come with a bag here, and it isn't rechargeable. I'm sure there are some that are rechargeable. You can just toss that in the bag, zip it closed, and put it in your medical gear, and it's always ready to go. So that is the ZyeZoo infrared non-contact digital thermometer. They say it works from a distance of, 1 to 3 centimeters. So you do need to be fairly close with this. This isn't like some kind of infrared scanning type thing where you're going to be a really long distance away. But still, with precautions, if you think somebody is, possibly infected with COVID or whatever, you can do that safely at a distance and still get an accurate temperature. So I'm really liking it so far. We're going to be picking up a couple different ones and try them all out for you. And we'll compare them and see contrast. But I'm really liking this one so far. And it is not super expensive. When I first started looking at these years ago, they were like $150, $300, $225. Now they've come way down in price. And they're really just easy to get over-the-counter type, consumer electronic type prices. So definitely a cool little diagnostic tool. And like I said, there's lots of diagnostic tools out there. And you need to start thinking about that if you're a prepper, especially for your health. We've had this situation with COVID-19 that's kind of woke us up to it. But that's not the only situation that these come in handy for. We have flu seasons. We have other viruses and bugs that can cause temperatures. So you definitely got a cool little device here. Not a lot of money, and it seems to work pretty darn well. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I will put a link down below where you can pick this up. Like I said, they're $28.69 now. Not expensive. And by all means, I will have this in my store, so don't forget to check out my store down below. You can check that out on my Amazon affiliate store. If you want to see what else I have in there, I usually try to put everything I review in the store. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. We are running a special. If you want to become a consultant now, you can do it for $79. So save a lot of money there. And our Food for Patriots link. If you're interested in getting set up with some long-term storage food, Food for Patriots is a really good solution. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.